right, all you listeners of madness, and I guess a couple of you graveyard shift workers out there tonight, welcome back to Wonder the Radar. Now, unfortunately, folks, I have some good and bad news. Bad news, the stunts are still in the blue muted triangle and a little bit of an error on the Rockstar Games page, which means that I got a feeling it's gonna be until the middle of December until the next time we see the Wild World of Stunts on Under the Radar's programming. But good news, that means we get a chance to explore more games from a planet far, far away from here for another edition of the Planet of the Games. So without further ado, let's get to those games. And the first game that we have up comes from the website of isodicgames.com with their said game, Life After Us, The System. And for some strange reason, I'm reminded of the Undisputed Era's entrance with the word system or the system, thinking the word shock is gonna come before it. But yeah, you're gonna get some shock with this game because it automatically reminds me of a combination of Silent Hill and a little hint of Outlast in there as well. And the only tip of advice we have for you fans out there for this game is prepare for your psyche to be truly tested during it and beware of jump scares, especially with the creepy doctor that may or may not be after you in this game. And one thing we hope for in the near future for this game, maybe just maybe something to defend yourself with, or at least a chance to take off one of those mannequin arms and beat that doctor senseless. Cause yeah, I got a feeling if he catches you, it won't end well. And the next game that we have up comes from the itch.io page of Haunted Window, nice name by the way, with their said game, Lost in the Red Forest. And this game automatically reminds me of not only the Twilight Zone, but a little hint of the Nightmare Before Christmas since you find a random door in a forest. Seriously, that's something right out of the Nightmare Before Christmas. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, with each door you get a chance to go through, you find new stories behind each door, or even a chance to make your own door to another reality to escape whatever sort of Markland beast is gonna come after you behind one of these doors. Because according to the maestro in the window, when I wasn't paying attention, there was a monster looking on the other side of the glass window that appeared behind you. Okay, Maestro, keep paying attention to creepy things that happens in games. Keep it up. And the next game that we have up, besides Sasquatch trying to stalk you in the forest, comes from the itch.io page of Dragon 15 in Roman numerals, which is cool, with their said game, No Man's Run. And this game automatically reminds me of Wipeout with a little hint of that handheld game that I used to play when I was a kid that was on a keychain that I don't remember the name of. All I know, it was a racing game and it was the yellow square one. If anyone knows the name of it, that's what I was talking about. And the only tip of advice we have for you fans out there for this said game is to make sure you watch out for all the objects and don't hit anything, because it will damage the hull that you're trying to protect when you're racing in this car. And Maestro said this reminds him a little bit of pod racing from Star Wars. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that you get a chance to actually improve this said car as you make your way through different levels. Or should I say, warp your way through different levels. And the next game that we have up, besides warping with pod racing cars, comes from the itch.io page of Bear Mancer, nice itch.io page name by the way, with their said game, P-Quad. Now, for some strange reason, I'm reminded of that one episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they tried to get into that Peacock Society. But that's a story for another day, folks, because this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Moby Dick with a little hint of the video game known as Man-Eater. And here's hoping in the near future, since you've already got the ability of telekinesis to throw items at boats and even a chance to use rail blast to try to take out different boats as well, is that you can also evolve your said fish to take out even bigger and badder boats along the way. And according to the maestro, yeah, I got a feeling that's already in it, since you got a miniature shield to protect yourself from other boats that try to shoot you. Well, alright, well, stay the course. And the last but not least game that we have up for this week comes from the itch.io page of Celestial Mechanica with their said game, Celestial Mechanica. Nice name for the itch.io page, and an even better name for this game that automatically reminds me of Astro Boy. Yeah, really reminds me of Astro Boy with a little hint of Mega Man in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this said game, besides getting a chance to actually steal the powers of the creatures that are trying to take you out, and also the fact that you can catch missiles from your enemies too, is that you can even upgrade this robot as you make your way along through this very game. Or the high possibility of you getting alternative suits just like Mega Man in the game that he's in. At least one where you can use a buster sword or at least a buster cannon to take out enemies. If that's the right object for Mega Man, not too entirely sure. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out any other cool games that comes from a planet far away from here, yet close enough to be beamed to your hometown or even home planet within less than 24 hours, you can head on over to the Free Game Planet page, only known as freegameplanet.com, to check out a whole bunch of cool games that are just out of this world. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into this music once again, and when we return, we'll be back with another edition of the GTA Online Top 5 Tracks of the Month, right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.